So the good thing about ambient sound is that it's simple, and we already have an audio file we can use from these sequencer assets that we migrated. So if we open that up and go into audio, and then ambient, we already have this ambient interior room tone and this slight buzz. So if we just listen to it real quick, it's just an ambient sound that we can play in the background. And so let's just take this cue, let's drag it out into the world, and essentially that's all we have to do. We now have a 2D sound that plays at the same volume no matter what point we are in the game. So if we hit play, we have now our ambient sound. We can go all the way over here, still haven't fixed the collision on that, and we still hear it at the same volume, and we will no matter where we are in the world. But we can still go over a few of the options in the details panel right here. If is UI sound is checked, it means the audio will still play when the game is paused, which also plays in the editor. We never implemented an actual pause in the game, so this is obsolete to us. This doesn't account for things like opening the inventory. I left it off and it's still playing. That's because that's not a real pause effect. It's just us switching to UI mode. We can also mess with the volume or the pitch. I'm going to go ahead and turn the volume down to like 0.6 maybe. It's a little overbearing, I think. Now it sounds much more like an ambient noise in the background. And if you don't want your sound to be 2D and you would like it in a location in your world, you can check override attenuation right here. And this will create a area where your sound will be played. If you scroll all the way down to attenuation distance right here, you can adjust the radius and the fall off distance, which is the distance over as it gets quieter, as you get farther away, how quickly that happens. And you can even change the shape if you would like. I'll leave that as a sphere. So I'll just show you right now. So if we walk away, we are currently using the fall off distance, and it is getting quieter and quieter. It's a pretty large fall off distance at the moment, so we can see we have a second sphere right here, which is the fall off distance. So once you leave this second sphere is when it goes silent completely, and the distance from the first, if you're inside the first sphere, it'll be at max volume, and from the points of this sphere to the points of this one, the volume goes from 1 to 0. So now let's spawn out here. So we don't hear it at all because we're outside the second sphere. We walk inside. We can hear it very, very lightly. As we get closer, the volume increases. Now we're hearing it at full volume. And we leave again, and it fades out. So that's if you want your volume to be 3D. But we're just going to use a 2D sound for us, so I'm going to change this to false, override attenuation, and it is once again a 2D sound.